Yeah, we're brightening up things in the world here, literally with neon signs. And Andrew, of course, we're here at Endeavour Neon in Surrey. This is actually something that is a bit of a family business. Tell us a little bit about your dad's background.
Yeah, my dad started about 30 years ago, and he started out with when Granville Street was just booming. Granville Street was neon signs all down it. And he gave me the company a year ago. He trained me for 15, 16 years and gave it to me, and now I'm trying to bring it back.
That's awesome, and we've got several pictures that we've got that are coming up as well. So you, as a kid, you sort of were walking down these streets as Granville and going, "Wow, this is my dad's work."
Yeah, definitely. He did all the cool stuff, so I really liked it.
That is awesome. So you're giving us a little bit of a sneak peek in a very condensed form of how to make neon signs. So where does it start?
It starts with someone sending me a picture or their logo or anything they want. So this is something that Monica at Doctor's Closet drew up, and it's on the computer. So I print it out, and it comes out into a pattern like this. So you have to hand trace it out with a tracing wheel. You got to reverse everything to make them, just so you can do the different bends and stuff.
So when you do the tracing, it's really the other side that you're working with,
you'll
right?
trace it out, and it'll come out just like that.
Okay. And from there, what happens?
So from there, you mark it up. You gotta map everything out. So you do circles for raises.
So raises meaning a raised.
Yeah. So
design.
double backs and stuff like that. So you got to mark out your bends. So that'll be one bend, another bend, another bend.
Okay. So from there, what happens with the glass?
From there, you pick your color. So she wanted pink. This color is actually blue. All the tubes are white, but they're different colors. So this one's actually blue, and once you put the gas in, it turns to red.
All right.
So
and
from
then
there, you get your. That just makes it so you don't burn the pattern, and you'll mark your tube. So this is one tube. Mark it out like that, and then we're going to do the bend.
Fantastic. Well, we're going to continue to work. It's going to be bending and lighting things up here, Russ, all morning long. It's quite the process. So we'll continue on here at Endeavour Neon at about 10 to 8.
Oh, that's so cool. Oh, what a great segment, Dawn. Very interesting, and I'd love to see those signs lighting up the city like that, too. We need some... Go.
Yeah, super cool morning. Of course, we're learning how to make a neon sign, something that actually is in Andrew's blood. Your dad made neon signs. You're making neon signs. What are we doing right now?
So I start every tube in half. So this is the other half of the heart I'm doing. This is called a ribbon fire, and I'm making a long bend.
Okay, so it's glass that you're essentially trying to soften up, right?
Yeah, as you can see, it's softening right now. So we're gonna do a long bend, let it droop.
Does the glass break ever?
It cracks a lot.
That's part of the dangers of the job, I guess, or the things
Definitely
that can happen, yeah.
It's very frustrating when that happens.
And of course, you're working on your pattern that you initially cut out in our very first segment.
So this is gonna be a double back.
What does that mean?
It's just gonna be brought back on top of each other. So.
Okay. And what are you doing with what's in your mouth there?
I'm making sure the glass doesn't collapse. So
Okay.
I keep pressure on it.
So me talking to you is not a good thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we're making a heart which has what, about, you probably can't talk right now, 3 or 4 different elements to it as far as pieces of glass, right?
It has two elements, yeah.
And some of the neon signs that we'll show kind of toward the end of the segment have like several different elements. So how long might it take you to make a heart, for instance, without, of course, all our interruptions?
A heart's usually a couple hours. If you get into like the more complex, or you say like people's handwriting or something like that, that's when it takes a long time.
Fantastic. I'm going to let you continue on with this. Of course, we are bending the glass, bending the neon this morning on Breakfast Television. Coming up next, what are we going to do? Fill it up with glass?
With gas, yeah. We're going to fill it with gas.
We're going to fill it with gas. That's coming up at about 10 to 9. But first of all, coming up after the break, what will the weather hold? Will we need the neon to brighten up our lives? Russ LeCate will have more details coming up next on BT. We'll be right back. We're in the process of making a neon heart. So Andrew, what's the next stage before we get to the filling of the gas?
So right now we have it connected to the pump. This is going to suck out all the air, and then we'll heat it up to 230 degrees, and that'll take all the impurities out of the glass.
So you've got actually I guess it's a thermometer there that will kind of read the temperature.
Yeah, it's a temperature gauge.
So how long will it take to heat up?
It takes about 5 minutes.
Okay, excellent. Well, we're going to continue to make our neon signs. And by the way, Riaz, Andrew's parents are streaming us live. They downloaded the Breakfast Television app just so they can watch their baby boy. Do you want to say a good morning to them?
Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad.
He's doing a great job, by the way, don't you think? Riaz, go ahead.
It's a family affair now. Hello, Mom and Dad. Thanks for watching. Great job, you two.
Well, just a few options of neon signs. And you know, what was interesting to me, Andrew, is that you don't always have to use like a pattern or stencil. You have things here that are very personalized, right?
Yeah, you can use their own handwriting or anything like that. So they can draw a picture, and that's what this guy did. He drew a picture.
Stand back here, take a look at this. So he was a tattoo artist, and he drew his own neon sign.
He hand drew it all out, sent it to me. I rendered it on the computer, and this is what it turned out to be.
That is super cool. So we're making a beautiful little heart, which would be, again, only a couple of pieces as opposed to something like this. We're at the stages now where we've got to fill it with gas. So talk us through the process here.
So now we're going to fill it. There's two different gases, argon and neon. Argon is blue and neon is red. So we're going to fill it with red. And we're going to get it up to about 14.
Is that the pressure? Like when
yeah.
Okay.
So that's 16, but it's totally fine. So now, as you can see, it's blue and pink. So the blue, it'll eventually turn all pink. It's just got to burn in. So right now I'm going to seal it off. Take all the mic out.
And you're basically sealing the gas in there? Is that what's happening?
Now I'm just sealing the gas right in there.
Okay. And again, this heart takes a couple of hours to make. I mean, when people think it's two pieces, but there's so many different elements.
Yeah, a lot of different bends, and it's all done by hand, so it's just time consuming.
How much energy do these neon lights actually use?
See, not very much. So one transformer is about as much as a light bulb.
Okay.
So this will be as much as a light bulb.
And there we go.
There you go. So now it just burns in and it'll be all pink. And
like that. Fascinating. For more details on Endeavour Neon, and of course, maybe you want to get something personalized, you can check out their website, but fascinating work.
Thank you.
Creative options all around over in Surrey. Nice work, team.